Hi and welcome to Microsoft Excel 2013. Microsoft Excel is a spreadsheet application which features calculations, graphic tools, pivot tables, allows you to do macro programming using the Visual Basic language for applications. Excel also uses formulas to perform mathematical calculations, ranging from simple to very complex. Excel is a spreadsheet program included in the Microsoft Office suite of applications, and it works well together with other Microsoft applications. Spreadsheets presents tables of values arranged in rows and columns that can be manipulated mathematically by both basic and complex arithmetic functions, operations, and formulas. Right, what you're seeing in front of you now is a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. I'm going to start at the top left hand corner of the spreadsheet and explain the contents of or layout of the screen to you. First of all, the top left hand corner, there you'll see you've got a number of little buttons called tools, and these tools together are known as the quick access toolbar. Here to the middle of the screen you can see where it says Book 1 Excel. That is the title bar, and on there it tells you the name of the file that's open as well as the program that is associated with it. To the right hand side of the screen we've got 5 radio buttons: the question mark, which is your help feature, minimize, maximize, and close. Below that, where it's got my name, that is my account login for the Microsoft account. Right, let's move back to the quick access toolbar. As I mentioned, the quick access toolbar has got a number of different tools that are situated on it. This can be customized by going in and changing certain parameters and adding or removing certain tools. We'll look at this in a few minutes. Below the quick access toolbar, or the title bar, we've got our ribbons. Now each ribbon has got its own tab, and the tab itself contains a ribbon. The ribbons are broken up into a number of sections, and each section have got a number of tools for that specific function. When we go below that, below the ribbons, you've got your formula bar. This is where your formula would be entered when setting up a formula within MS Excel. Right, as you can see, there are several ribbons that are showing. First of all, you've got the file ribbon with its tab, you've got your home tab, you've got your insert tab, your page layout, formulas, data, review, view, and developer. We will discuss these as we go along. When we look at the main screen of Excel, you can see it is broken up into a number of little squares. These squares are known as cells. Right, let's have a look at the ribbons. Let's start off with the File tab. When I click on the File tab, that in fact doesn't bring up a ribbon, but takes me to what we call the backstage view of our program. On the backstage view, as you can see, it's broken up into 3 or 4 basic sections. On the left hand side over here in the green are the different tools that are available within the backstage view. The first one there being your info tool. If I click on the info tool, here it brings up information regarding the actual Excel spreadsheet. New. When I click on new, as you can see, it's brought up a number of selections here. These are known as templates. Now a template is a pre-designed form which allows us to go in and use it again at a later stage instead of having to keep on setting up a blank spreadsheet. On the backstage view, as mentioned, you can see several different templates over here. You've got blank, welcome to Excel, Gantt chart, project planner, PayPal invoicing, and so I can scroll through them and you can see all the different templates that they are. To open up a blank template, which we're going to do now, I'm going to click on blank over here. It then opens up a blank template for me. Right, now that we're back in our main Excel window, we will go back to the File tab again later on. We'll go through each one of the ribbons and I'll discuss them independently. Right, if we have a look at the sheet, at the bottom of the page, above the status bar, here where I'm pointing out now, there's the status bar, and you'll notice it says sheet 1. That is the first sheet within MS Excel. We can add sheets as we go along. There's several different ways. The first one is by clicking on the plus sign. Notice as I clicked on the plus sign, it added the sheet number 2, sheet number 3, and so on. If I want to add additional sheets, I right click on the sheet itself. As you can see, it brings up this pop-up menu, and I can click on insert. Now it brings up this dialog box. I click on worksheet and OK, and as you can see, it's now gone and added a new worksheet in. If we move along the bottom of the status bar to the right hand side, you'll see there's a number of radio buttons and a slider there. These are different views. If I move my mouse cursor over them, watch what happens. It brings up a screen tip. This is telling me that this is normal view. If I move over to the next one, the screen tip tells me that it's page layout view, page break view. So by clicking on these, I can change the look of my page as you see now. If I go back to normal, click on it and it brings back my normal view. To the right of those buttons there's a slider with a negative and positive sign on it, as you can see. If I move my slider to the left or right, watch what it does to my screen. It zooms in and out. Notice how the percentage on the right hand is changed over there from 100% to 400%. Get it back to 100%, release it, and I'm back in normal view. Right, let's enter some data into our spreadsheet. Make sure that you're on sheet 1, and we're going to start entering over here. I'm going to put in a list of 4 different numbers. Now notice what happens on the status bar when I select these numbers together. As you can see, I'm pointing out now, it's showing you average, minimum, maximum, and sum. These are different functions that are automatically going to operate while we've selected the data, instead of actually setting up a formula if I just want to do some quick references. Now, how do I add or change what the status bar looks like? Very simple. I move my mouse cursor down to the status bar, I right click on it, and as you can see, everything with check marks here is what is going to be functional on the status bar, and those without will not. Example, if I take away the average now and minimum, and I click away from it, notice here at the bottom how it's removed those two function values. Right, we've come to the end of this video. What I'd like you to do is have a look at the screen, get to know the different ribbons, the different tools that are within the quick access toolbar, your status bar, your zoom slider, and your different view buttons. Thanks for your time, and I'll see you in the next one.